Good afternoon and welcome to WeFM's 3 p.m. news. I am your presenter, Rajiv Providence. First, on the local scene, the National Parks, Rivers and Beaches Authority continued its 260 tree planting campaign on Tuesday at Black Point Heritage and Recreational Park. Students and teachers from Sandy Bay Secondary School helped plant a total of 93 plants, including ixoras, cane palms, a buttercup, grape plants, coconuts, and sea grapes. The initiative is part of the 260th anniversary of the St. Vincent Botanical Garden, celebrating the nation's natural heritage and promoting a cleaner, greener environment. The authority thanked all participants for their efforts in preserving St. Vincent and the Grenadines' natural beauty. Team Athletics SVG TASVG Kids Athletics program aimed at developing fundamental athletic skills in children aged 4 to 14 is holding a Kids Athletics Festival on Union Island this Saturday, October 25th. A team from St. Vincent and the Grenadines, supported by the SVG National Olympic Committee, departed the country today to run the festival, which will see 100 students participating in fun and skill building activities. TASVG says the initiative is part of a broader effort to develop the holistic child and expressed gratitude to the SVG National Olympic Committee for their invaluable support. SASGRAN is providing grant funding to support post-Hurricane Beryl recovery efforts in the Grenadines. We Are Mairo Inc. will receive EC $81,000 to reconstruct office space, purchase furnishings and equipment, and continue their coral reef restoration program. In addition, the Tobago Keys Marine Park will receive EC $58,000 to conduct damage assessments, replace office equipment, procure monitoring and dive gear, provide staff training, and resume conservation work. Susquehanna thanked the SVG Conservation Fund for supporting these initiatives and wished both We Are Mairo and TCMP success in their recovery and conservation efforts. On to news in the region. Container operations at several berths of Port of Spain, Trinidad and Tobago will be suspended from October 26th to 30th to accommodate the arrival of the USS Gravely, a United States Navy warship. The Ministry of CARICOM and Foreign Affairs confirmed the visit, noting that the 22nd U.S. Marine Expeditionary Unit will conduct joint training exercises with the TNT Defense Force during the same period. The USS Gravely, with a crew of around 300, is equipped for anti-air, anti-surface, and anti-submarine missions. Acting Port CEO Robert Samswag said operations in berths 6E, 6W, and 7 will be halted, and shipping agents are advised to make alternative arrangements. He emphasized that such visits are routine and part of maintaining strong international partnerships. The ministry added that the visit will enhance military cooperation, operational readiness, and interoperability between US and TNT forces. The Queen Elizabeth Hospital is nearing full capacity as it deals with a surge in patients, particularly in the accident and emergency department. The hospital said those with life-threatening conditions will be treated immediately, but patients with less urgent concerns may face extended waiting times. They are encouraged to visit the 24-hour clinic at the Winston Scott Polyclinic or a private physician if available. The increase in patient numbers is linked to a rise in respiratory illnesses and chronic non-communicable diseases. Finally, on the international scene, Canadian Prime Minister Mark Carney says Canada is ready to resume trade negotiations with the United States following a pause by President Donald Trump over a controversial Ontario government advertisement. Trump halted talks after the ad used excerpts of former President Ronald Reagan's voice criticizing tariffs, which the White House called misleading. Carney said Canadian officials have been engaged in constructive negotiations on steel, aluminum, and auto tariffs and are prepared to continue discussions when the U.S. is ready. The Canadian Prime Minister emphasized that progress on trade would benefit workers and families in both countries, while noting that the U.S. trade policy landscape has changed under Trump's administration. This has been WeFM's 3 p.m. news. I have been your presenter, Rajiv Providence. Join us again at 5:30 for WeFM's evening news, and we thank you for listening.